It's 10:38, and I will now read out what I have as the PTI report. I will read all the operational parts of the PTI report on the final TRP, which is on the final TRP report, viewers. And I will read it out. I'd like to be told by my producers who's on. Yes, Savio's on. I'm reading it out live, viewers. This is sensational. It says, no evidence against Republic TV at all in the TRP rigging case, says the ED's charge sheet. It says, nice. And dateline Mumbai, September 21st, it says, no evidence has been found against Republic TV in the alleged TRP rigging scam. The ED has claimed in its charge sheet filed before a special court today. Important next point. The Mumbai police's probe in this respect, the Sachin Vaze probe, was, quote, at variance with its probe, the central agency said in the charge sheet. Right? And it then says that Judge M.G. Deshpande of the Special Prevention of Money Laundering Act Court, PMLA Court, took cognizance of the charge sheet. So the PTI report, which is out on the final TRP case, the final TRP report says, Shravan, it says no evidence found at all. This is a big slap for the Lutyens media. Absolutely. I mean, I don't have it. It says that the alleged role of Republic TV, company named ARG Outliers, in bribing or influencing panel households to watch Republic TV or Republic Bharat channels was probed thoroughly. It then became evident that the investigation done by the Mumbai police was completely at variance with the investigation done by the ED. If this is true, doesn't it establish beyond doubt that the lies were spun by Parambir and Vaze? It also says no evidence of Republic TV or Republic Bharat indulging in these practices was forthcoming either by the statement or by digital data evidence, which means for 2 years they examined some digital data, Shravan.
Arnab, let me come in.
Yeah, Karthik wants to say something here. Yeah, yes, Karthik. This is the first PTI take. Yeah. Yes, Karthik.
Arnab, you know, Satyamev Jayate, that is the principle of our civilization. And just like how you suffered two errant cops, Mr. Modi also suffered because of two errant cops, Arvind Sri Kumar and Satyamev Jayate is all I want to say. And now back to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We may have more details of the PTI report. Over to Shravan.
Well, in fact, the basic premise of the Mumbai Police's FIR was that households were being bribed by Republic TV. There was a specific number and a notional, a sort of a profit that they were basically talking about. Now, this makes it abundantly clear. Simply going by the claim that has been made by PTI, it does look like PTI has been able to get their hands on the charge sheet because they have quoted, they've in fact quoted from the charge sheet, and those are the big points. Let me just quickly take our viewers through the first big point that emerges. Biggest takeaway, I would say, is when they say that it has become evident that the investigation done by Mumbai police was at variance with the investigation done by the Enforcement Directorate. That's point number one. Point number two, panel households denied having taken money for watching Republic TV or Republic Bharat. Now, it's in black and white that there was no money that was given, no bribery angle. In fact, they have gone ahead corroborating this by saying that regional managers have confessed to paying household panels to watch select TV channels.
No, one minute.
TV
so
channels.
Are they saying, one minute. This is very interesting, Savio. Very, very interesting. What they are saying is that there were some other channels who were being paid money. Now, we don't know, viewers, who those channels are. Maybe that's why they are not reporting this. But what is absolutely clear to me is that some channels were being paid money. That's another fact. It's not Republic, but there's some other channel which is probably paying money. That's the moot point, isn't it, Shravan? Republic never paid any money, but there's some other channels who paid money. So all we want to know is who are these other channels? Is it the Lutyens channels? Is it the channels who are not reporting this? We want to know. Shravan, we really want to know.
Well, in fact, Arnab, there is one document which is already out in the public. That is the provisional attachment order of the Enforcement Directorate upheld by the Appellate Authority, in which they have named the specific channel. They have also named the fact that these are channels who were bribing. In fact, they've corroborated with the data that they had sought from BARC. So it is not exactly a ham-handed job that the Mumbai police had essentially done. What they did was they had selected few household panels, recorded their statement, and that was it. It turns out, I'm going by the document which is out in public domain, that is the provisional attachment order of the Enforcement Directorate, which is a year-old document, which is out there for everyone to see, because the Enforcement Directorate has made certain attachment in this particular case, and doing that, they have basically named those very channels which are responsible, or those are the very channels who had manipulated with the barometers. And not just that, they have also got data from BARC suggesting that there is an unusual spike in their viewership, especially these very households. So this comes, if you join the dots, when PTI is reporting saying that regional managers who confessed to paying household panels to watch select TV channels denied doing the same for Republic TV. The charge sheet said it is easy to join the dots, linking it with the provisional attachment order of the Enforcement Directorate naming those very channels. Now, just to take the third point, no evidence of Republic TV or Republic Bharat indulging in these practices was forthcoming either by the statement or by digital data evidence. Important to point out here, Mumbai police relied only on statements of these households. The Enforcement Directorate hasn't done the same. What they have done is double-checked it. In fact, they have got more evidence, corroborative evidence, to prove the fact that none of these households were paid money by Republic TV, and there is digital data which is procured from BARC basically supporting that very statement. So it makes it very, very clear that all these statements that were recorded by the Mumbai police were completely manipulated. And that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate makes it very clear. I'm just quoting from what what PTI has to say. In fact, once we get our hands on the charge sheet, perhaps more details is going to come out, because it does appear that this is just a curtain raiser. If you really look at some
but the point is, the PTI report says, the PTI report says that the panel households denied having taken money from Republic TV or Republic Bharat. In that case, that was the fundamental charge.
That's correct.
If that is not true, then what was the accusation about? And a big point here, they are saying regional managers who confess to paying household panels to watch select television channels denied doing the same for Republic TV. So there were some channels, Savio, who were paying money to watch, and we all know which channel was named in the original charge sheet. It was a Lutyens channel. So somebody was paying money. It was not Republic. It's really, I mean, I think,
in fact, there are two.
where is this fellow Param? Yeah, Shawan, you want to add something?
Just because we were asking what's the basis for this FIR that was registered by the Mumbai police. One was the households. The second order was a forensic audit report, based on which a supplementary charge sheet was filed by the Mumbai police, leveling allegations that we had indulged in money laundering. Now, that aspect has also been cleared. PTI is saying forensic audit report relied upon by Mumbai police was superficial. Once again, I'm saying was superficial and based on the analysis of limited aspect. So the two very fundamental basics.
So
on
BARC
which
has to explain that. BARC has to explain that.
Absolutely.
BARC cannot be let off the hook.
Was from BARC.
What is BARC doing? And we kept saying to BARC, there was a person called Sunil Lulla. Sunil Lulla was the CEO of BARC, and he knew there was nothing against us. He put out an email. When we put the truth out, Sunil Lulla tried to deny it. I'm naming him today. What was Sunil Lulla doing? And Sunil Lulla was CEO when Sachin Waze was paid lots of money. And they say we were forced to pay money, but the fact is BARC under Sunil Lulla and the board of directors paid Sachin Waze a bribe. The investigator was paid a bribe by the rating agency. And it's all coming out right now. This actually requires even a CBI or a criminal investigation now. There needs to be a criminal investigation into this, because it goes beyond just the money aspect.
You know, Arnab,
Savio.
you know, Arnab, the most important part is, let me tell you a little bit what happened during your ordeal. You know, my mum was praying for you and the entire team, and she made a very prophetic statement where she said that Arnab and Republic will come out with the truth and they will be set free simply because they are just pursuing the truth. And that is the emotion of many people across India with this report coming out and certain details coming out, Arnab. And that is why the people of India have stood by the Republic TV team and you. But what is important for us now as a nation is to go after the people who lied. To go after those television channels who took the opportunity to attack the Republic based on lies.
Yeah.
I remember those days, Arnab, where you, me, the team and all, we were in constant conversation on the deliberate attack on Republic only because Republic pursued the truth.
Yeah.
So today the people of India cannot just stand and watch.
Yeah.
They need to stand up and go to those TV channels and ask them.
Yes, they do.
What is the truth now?
Yeah, they do.
You wanted to destroy an entire family now.
Yeah.
The entire Republic family is what they wanted to destroy.
Yeah.
And not just that, they beat up.
Everyone connected to Republic TV was being
They
targeted.
crashed my colleague Ghanshyam with a chucky belt in custody, and you know the rest of the media celebrated when a media executive, Rhythm, was thrashed with a chucky belt when he was made to go through third-degree torture. When I was taken in, when I was asked to open up my bandages, I had 8 stitches in my hand. I was told to open up my bandages. My hand was bleeding. And they said, no, we have to put something over it. You have to open with my own hands. And I'm saying this publicly today. I was made in the Taloja jail with my own hands to almost open up my stitches. That is the degree of torture which I was made to go through. And they were celebrating while this was happening. It's not about me. It's about the lies, Madhuvanti. I think the entire country is now beginning to ask questions here. This becomes a very serious matter, Madhuvanti, very serious.
Exactly, Arnab.
Much more than just legal.
Which is what I wanted to bring about, that this has got nothing to do with just one human being. It has got nothing to do with just the tortures of one human being. This is about an entire system that is trying to work against people who actually want to speak the truth or find the truth. And whether this was Tista 20 years ago or something against Republic today, this system needs to be completely annihilated. And I want to go, Savio ji, myself and Karthik, we openly ask the Lutyens channels today, call us on your debates on this particular topic.
Do a debate on this. Yes, they should.
Do a debate. Call us on a debate on this particular topic. If you have the guts, call us. And we will talk on behalf of Republic and Arnab.
See,
because you speak the truth.
You know, we know the truth, Shravan, but when we see it, I don't even have. But what is coming out
really
today is the viewers an official confirmation of the fabrication of evidence against India's biggest network by a state government. Which means Uddhav Thackeray fabricated evidence and was party to the fabrication of evidence. Shame on Uddhav Thackeray for doing that. He should issue a public statement today. Uddhav Thackeray should. Uddhav Thackeray should. Sharad Pawar should. NCP should. Vadra Congress should. And I'm naming Sharad Pawar. Sharad Pawar, Vadra Congress, Uddhav Thackeray should all issue public statements on this fabrication. It becomes a big matter now. It's a matter in which the people are discussing right now, and it is having consequences. Rhythm, people are saying, Shravan, you must file a case for malicious prosecution on behalf of the people of India, not just Republic. That's what they are saying. More and more people are saying so.
You should.
More people are saying
We should.
so.
I think all of us should get together and do it.
Absolutely, we should. Civil, criminal defamation, malicious prosecution.
The funny part is, the funny part is, Arnab, during the ordeal that Republic went and everybody who supports Republic, a lot of the television people that I'm connected to and media were mocking me and mocking many people who supported you. You know, Arnab's going to fail, that channel is going to close down. And now I'm actually laughing because right at the onset, you and I knew the truth. The truth always prevails. And I don't know what journalism they have been taught, who to think that a lie could survive
so long
in India at this point of time where truth is prevailing on most issues.
And I can tell you one thing, the reporters all over are calling Shravan and calling Alicia, calling our reporters, saying we want a copy of the report, we got a copy of the report, but it seems that editorial bosses sitting in Lutyens are just thinking about ways how to stop reporting this. Shravan, isn't that a fact? Isn't it the biggest buzz among reporters all across?
Of course.
Well, a lot of them appear to be completely squeamish after this report that has been published by PTI. And they knew that this was basically coming. And at the end of the day, there are attempts that are essentially being made as to find out, is there any way we can't report this? Is there any way we can basically brush this under the carpet? All that efforts are already underway. In fact, I can tell you this much, over the next few hours, this is going to be perhaps one of the hardest nights for several editors tonight, because all that they would be doing is colluding with each other to try and brush this under the carpet.
That's what stays. That's what is unchanged. Shravan, they were colluding then and they are colluding now. They were lying then, they were lying now. And the people of the country were with us then, and the people of this country are with us now. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember every moment. We neither forgive nor forget. And we will get our hands on that final TRP report, and we will put it before you, ladies and gentlemen. But let's celebrate a little bit tonight. We shall do more tomorrow, because according to the Press Trust of India, breaking news right now, zero evidence against Republic, zero evidence against Republic. And I thank you all for your blessings, your love, and ladies and gentlemen, for giving us all the support all the time through our good and bad times. See you tomorrow at 9. Good night and goodbye.